Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. My name is Eric and I'm glad you could join us on this very special episode because today we are going to be making a truly unique sausage that pushes the boundaries of what's even acceptable in the sausage making world. Today you're going to watch me make the Egg Nog Sausage. Now, I've never made this sausage before, and as you watch this video, I literally wrote the recipe as I was in front of the scales. And so when we taste this at the end of this video, I'll be tasting it for the very first time. It may work, it may not work, who knows? I love eggnog and I love sausages. The two seemed like a good idea. Maybe it's a total disaster. So stick around to the end of this video. We also made an eggnog French toast because I thought that would be a good pairing for this sausage. Let's see how it goes. So without further ado, let's make the eggnog sausage.
The first thing I'm going to do to prepare our sausage is get our casing ready. Now we're going to be using 32 millimeter hog casing, and we're just going to soak these overnight in the refrigerator. That's going to really tenderize the casing. And we're also going to add just a little baking soda. That's going to help lubricate the casing, make it really easy to slide on and off our stuffing horn, really minimize any casing blowout. So into the fridge it goes, and the following day we're going to prepare our spices. We've got salt, a little dark brown sugar. That's going to add some nice sweetness to the sausage. We're also going to add some clove, nutmeg, and of course, we need to add some cinnamon. We're also going to add some non-fat dry milk to aid in the moisture retention, and that's it for the dry ingredients. For the wet ingredients, we're going to add 1 egg. Next, we're going to add some thick eggnog, and then we're going to come back with some whiskey. And finally, we're going to add a touch of vanilla and give that a nice mix just to incorporate all those ingredients. And then I'm going to mix my wet ingredients with my dry ingredients just to have everything in one little cup. Once I get that mixed well and all the clumps are out of it, we're going to set that to the side and prepare our meat. For this sausage, we're going to use a little pork, a little back fat, and a little beef. And don't worry, if you check the description box below, you'll find a link to the recipe with adjustable quantities. You can print it, the whole thing. I'm going to cut all of my meat and fat into manageable pieces. We're going to be using a number 12 grinder, so I don't want my pieces too big. I want them to be able to fit effortlessly into the head of the grinder. And as you can see right here, I'm just cutting everything up into small pieces, nothing too special here. I do want to chill my meat, so we're going to take our pork, back fat, and our beef, combine those and stick them into the freezer for 30 to 45 minutes. Really, I'm looking for a specific temperature. I want it to be under 34 degrees Fahrenheit when we grind it. So into the freezer it goes. We're going to go ahead and get our grinder ready and set up. And for this sausage, I'm going to be using a number 12 grinder from the sausage maker. This is an impressive little grinder. Great price tag. I'll put a link in the description box below if you want more information. So our meat is now out of the freezer, and I'm going to take the temperature right quick just to make sure we're in that below 34 degrees Fahrenheit, and it looks like we're in the 30s. Absolutely perfect. We're going to grind this nice and easy on a 6 millimeter grinding plate, and then we're going to get ready to mix. That came out perfect. I'm going to take the temperature one last time just to make sure it's still under 34 degrees. If it's over 34 degrees, you want to re-chill it, but it looks like we are good to go. We're at 31 Fahrenheit, and now we're going to go ahead and mix it. Now, this step is pretty straightforward. We're going to add our meat. We're going to gently mix this on a low. I'm using a KitchenAid. Now, obviously, you can use your hands, or if you make a huge batch, you can use a sausage mixer. And we're just going to go ahead and drizzle in our mix. Now, this mix smells incredible. And so what we're going to do on a low speed, we're going to mix this until our meat batter gets incredibly sticky. When you grab a little handful of it, it should stick to the underside of your hand. All right, so far so good. I wish you could smell this right now. It smells like a delicious glass of eggnog. It's wild. Let me go ahead and get this into the sausage stuffer. We're now going to load on the casing that's been soaking overnight in a little baking soda. And the baking soda doesn't do anything other than help lubricate it so that it slides on a lot easier and slides off a lot easier. So let's go ahead and tie that off and then get this stuffed into our hog casings. Now that the sausages have been linked, we're going to go ahead and prick our sausages, get rid of any air pockets, and then I'm going to place this on a drying rack so that they can dry overnight in the refrigerator. This is going to help develop the flavor. It's going to dry that casing out just a little bit, and really 1 day in the fridge is sufficient. So it's now the next day, and our casings have dried up quite nicely where they are linked. That little area is nice and dry, so we're going to go ahead and cut all those up because we're going to be cooking these sous vide. Now, sous vide, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to cook a sausage. I mean, you can really dial in the temperature. You're guaranteed to not overcook it. It's going to have maximum juiciness. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out my compact vacuum sealer from Kitchen Boss and vacuum seal my sausages. If you happen to be in the market for an economical, compact, lightweight vacuum sealer, this is one that's definitely worth looking into. So we're going to click Moist Vac and let it do its thing. I mean, this actually vacuums incredibly fast. We've got a nice tight seal, and the next thing to do is go ahead and get our water bath ready. And to do that, we need an immersion circulator. Kitchen Boss also happens to make immersion circulators, kind of like a 1-2 combo. And once it gets powered on, I'm going to set this to a preset that I have of 145 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. And that's how long our sausages are going to cook. If you haven't yet gotten into sous vide cooking and you want some information on the Kitchen Boss immersion circulator as well as the vacuum sealer, be sure to check the description box below. By the way, their immersion circulator is 100% waterproof. So while that's cooking, let's prepare our eggnog French toast. We're going to start with some eggs, a little eggnog, and then we're going to come back with some milk. I've got some cinnamon, nutmeg, and then we're going to add some vanilla and just a pinch of salt. Whisk everything together until it's properly incorporated, and as I'm whisking this, my immersion circulator is letting me know that it is finished. So our sausages have been cooking for 2 hours, and let me show you what they look like as we pull them out of the bag. So this is absolutely incredible, and one of the biggest advantages of cooking sausages in a sous vide water bath. So let's take the sausages out of the bag and look at what's left inside. As far as the juice that was lost, we've got maybe a half a teaspoon of juice out of, this is roughly a kilo of sausages. Now we can eat them right now. They're going to be nice and tender. What I'm going to do is just brush a little olive oil, place them in the oven for about 10 minutes, and that's going to crisp up that outer skin. So while that's happening, we're going to take our brioche style bread in our eggnog style mixture. After they soak for 5 to 7 minutes per side, I'm going to go ahead and cook those up on a cast iron skillet with a little bit of oil and a little bit of butter. We're just going to make sure that each side has got some nice color and that egg mixture has been cooked all the way through. Once this is done, we're going to plate it up and give it a taste.
The moment of truth, what does it taste like? Well, we're going to start with a French toast in a eggnog themed breakfast that we've got going on right here. My favorite ingredient this time of year. And we've got a little powdered sugar, a little maple syrup. Looks nice and cooked evenly on top and bottom. So here we go. eggy with an elevated eggnog flavor. Not too heavy on the cinnamon, on the vanilla or the nutmeg. Really perfectly balanced. Absolutely delicious. I knew that was going to be good. The million-dollar question, though, how does the Eggnog Sausage taste? It looks amazing. Nice smooth slice, incredibly juicy. When I squeeze on it, you just got juices coming out from all sides. That's wild. Man, you're getting all those classic nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla aromas. It's a strange thing to process because you're not used to getting that out of a sausage. So let's just see how it tastes. Whoa! Okay. First of all, I gotta admit, it's a little strange. I mean, it is definitely bringing flavors and flavor combinations that you're not normally used to in a sausage, a savory sausage. Something about the salty and the sweet really come together in this insanely unique sausage that sort of embodies the spirit of eggnog. It has all of those classic eggnog elements. I mean, even the whiskey element is coming in very, very subtly on the back end. Incredibly juicy sausage, great texture, actually quite creamy, you know, the overall flavor of the sausage. And as bizarre and as strange as an eggnog sausage sounds, it works. It is a sweet and salty sausage that goes perfect with eggnog French toast. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to wash it down with some actual eggnog. Wow, that's good. Oh, and if you want to know how we make our eggnog, be sure to leave me a thumbs up and a comment in the comment section below. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you choose to make this at home, or if you have a question about this project, be sure to drop me a comment in the comment section. Also, we've been getting a lot of requests for turkey-based charcuterie, so if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now. Click that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload. We're going to be uploading some brand new turkey-based charcuterie recipes over the next 3 to 4 weeks that I think you're going to really enjoy watching. A lot of fun to make, so I don't want you to miss that. If you found this video to be entertaining or helpful in any way, smash that thumbs up button. Thanks a lot for being here. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.